This video contains every negative Jobber review posted by real contractors and home service business owners in 2025 and 2026. I collected over 50 verified reviews from 10 different platforms: Trustpilot, Better Business Bureau, Capterra, G2, Google Play, Apple App Store, Xero App Store, Software Advice, Trust Radius, and Software Reviews. The most common complaints about Jobber in 2025 and 2026 fall into 6 categories: billing disputes and refund refusals, pricing escalation and hidden cost, data loss from integration failures, declining customer support, mobile app instability, and platform reliability issues, including 19 incidents in 90 days. The most alarming reviews involve a $98,000 business loss, multiple $1,000 plus refund refusals, irreversible data deletion, and a company now that carries an F rating with the Better Business Bureau. I'm going to read every single one of these reviews to you. After each category, I'll break down what the pattern means and what alternatives exist for contractors who are dealing with these problems or doing their research before they sign up. Let's start with the worst of the worst. This first category covers the most financially damaging reviews. At least 13 contractors reported being denied refunds, with losses ranging from $424 to $98,000. This is from Yvonne B, posted on the Better Business Bureau on September 24th, 2025, 1 star. I'm a longtime Jobber user and I've just been hit with a business-ending situation. Jobber's system automatically refunded a $68,000 payment from a client, even though I have emails, text, and documents proving that they approved the quote and authorized the transaction. The client even texted me to say that they never initiated a dispute. To add insult to injury, Jobber's response was telling me nothing can be done, and then to suspend my account, locking me out of my entire customer database. They're demanding I pay them for a refund they initiated on a transaction the customer never even disputed. So now the customer who reached out not only to get back their entire $68,000, now they have also gotten away with an additional $30,000 for transport costs that they had sent me for transporting. And now my business is being held hostage. This isn't a lack of customer service, it's a complete failure to protect the businesses that use their platform. That's a $98,000 total loss. The customer never disputed the charge. Jobber's system automatically issued the refund. In their response, nothing can be done. This is from Ty, posted on Trustpilot on May 8th, 2025, 1 star. The title of this review is "Crooked Company That Likes Stealing Small Business Owners' Money." The company has wittingly structured a safe net to prevent you from canceling your subscription. If you lose your login credentials, the reset function doesn't even work and they still will not cancel the subscription unless you're able to sign back into the account. Call the department and they send you a dead link that doesn't work for the reset. Then, when you call back in, they simply say, "Sorry, we can't cancel. You need to gain access to the account. Would you like us to send you another reset link that doesn't work?" They have withdrawn over $1,000 from my account, all while being told not to. Find a different service company to use. Do not use Jobber. Over $1,000 in charges, a broken password reset link that creates a circular trap. You can't cancel without logging in. You can't log in because the reset doesn't work, and they continue to charge you the entire time. This is from Norman Barnhart, posted on Trustpilot on April 7th, 2025, 1 star. Title: Company has gone downhill. I used Jobber years ago and had an excellent experience. My business outgrew the app though, so I did have to go somewhere else. I started a different business model that I thought Jobber would work with. Unfortunately, it does not work for my business. As I was a former user, I was not offered a free trial, and because I had 3 months from a referral that I had given, I didn't mind paying it for the year in advance. And when asked about the discount, they add 3 months to the term. That's what they consider 3 free months. When I did my onboarding meeting with Jobber, I right quickly realized the app was not functional for this business either and attempted to cancel. They refused to refund the $1,700 I paid for the app, which I had no use for. They did not tell me that if I paid in advance that it could not be refunded when I was signing up. This information was only revealed when I went to cancel. After years of supporting and promoting Jobber, I will never use or recommend them again, as they don't care about their customers' experience, just about the money. $1,700 refused. He realized it didn't work during the onboarding, the very first meeting, and they wouldn't refund $1 of it. The refund policy was never disclosed during the sign up. This is from Brian Street, posted on Trustpilot on November 8th, 2025, 1 star. Jobber's free trial is a scam. Don't trust this company. They're actively attempting fraud against me. Their salesman sold me on the free trial, but my credit card was charged $424 after immediately calling to cancel and request a refund and being told that there's nothing they can do since Jobber has a no refund policy. So now I'm stuck filling out a credit card dispute and an FTC fraud complaint. Beware. Do not give your business to this bunch of criminals. And it was even later updated after posting this review. He was contacted and refunded. He was charged $424 during what was supposed to be a free trial. He had to file a credit card dispute and an FTC FTC fraud complaint. They only refunded him because after this public review was posted, think about that. The refund wasn't the right thing to do until the negative review went public. This is from an anonymous user on Software Advice, posted in 2025. I had to set up an account, reset the password, press cancel, and then they canceled it. And even though I did not use a single day on the app, refused to refund over $1,000 in charges. No way to require employees to use them on the job. The leadership of this company is scared to death of competition. Technicians can't even look at the calendar to see where their next job is. Over $1,000, 0 days of usage, no refund. This is from Lewis Jones, posted on Trustpilot on October 22nd, 1 star. The title, Jobber has frozen my money. Jobber has frozen my payments without reason for at least 120 days. This means I'm owed roughly £700 for customer payments through Jobber, which I cannot access for at least 4 months. I would not recommend using Jobber if you're wanting to receive the money you worked hard for. The email I got back was an automated response with nothing helpful. £700 frozen for over 120 days. No explanation, just a quick automated email. This is from Brandon P, posted on the Better Business Bureau on November 22nd, 2025, 1 star. We used Jobber for a couple of months. It worked okay, but we switched to a different CRM, canceling our account. We had received confirmation of the cancellation process and verified that our account was canceled and locked. Thus, we moved on. This month, we got a random invoice from a Jobber, like our account was active. We also had clients reach out stating that they had emails from Jobber for old invoices and estimates, which was odd though because the account was canceled. We've been reaching out to support and they're telling us that we cannot get refunded for them taking out another payment despite our account being canceled and giving us a hard time reclosing our account. This is shameful. I'm so sick of the lack of accountability with service companies. I do not recommend Jobber. All of the good they had done is now diminished. So just to get this straight, they canceled, got confirmation, moved on, and then the account reactivated itself, started sending old invoices to their clients, and Jobber charges them again, refusing to refund. This is from Zal, posted on Trustpilot on October 14th, 2025. 2 stars. The title, will scam you with subscription costs. The app is decent, had an issue with the subscription, tried to cancel after I lost access to my phone. I couldn't log in, so I removed the payment method instead. 2 months after that, they still charged the card that I removed on file. Now in talks to finally cancel it, but they're saying it's my fault for not changing my number, which I need to do ID verification for now. And guess what? Only they can change the phone number after verification, and the team that changes numbers only communicates via email every 1 to 3 business days. They even updated after this, verified my ID, still can't get into my account, so they just want to lie, make it impossible to cancel and continue charging your card. He removed this payment method, they still charged it. The cancellation process required 2-factor verification, which needs a phone number change, which only one team can do, and that only team communicates by email every 1 to 3 business days. Even after verifying his identity, he still couldn't get in. This is from Zeke Mar, posted on the App Store around February 20th, 2026, 1 star. The title being unsatisfactory customer service. We signed up with Jobber and got their mid-tier package. It took us months to get clients imported as we had over 1,000 and eventually had to pay someone separate. It was a hassle to get their team to do it for us as we're not their highest paying clients and they just kept sending a video I had already watched. After finally getting clients in, we experienced glitches in the software itself in both the app and browser version when trying to set up different forms inside of Jobber, as well as when the customer views them. After paying over $700, we canceled and requested a refund, which has been even more of a hassle as they keep referring back to their no refund policy when we were not able to use our software for the business at all. Still have yet to get our money back. I would not recommend this to anyone as they are not customer oriented and basically stole our money after spending hours of our own time trying to set this up without success. I would expect a business this size to care more about the customers they serve. I would recommend House Call Pro as they will help you with every step of the way, even with client import, and you don't have to be the highest paying client. Over $700 gone. They couldn't even use the software. Every time they asked for help with client import, the team had just sent a video he'd already watched. He's now recommending a competitor. This is from Scott Epley, posted on the Google Play Store on September 26, 2025. 25 people marked this review as very helpful. Go with another software. I paid for the $120 plan because I wanted an automatic invoicing and automatic payment. For some reason, you can't have one without the other, but I wanted it up to them if they wanted automatic payments. The Jobber AI told me that I could have an automatic invoicing without autopay. I then had to get a hold of customer service to be told I can't have one without the other. I was only subscribed for 2 days, still no refund. 2 days, their own AI chatbot gave him the wrong information about what the product could do. When he found out the truth from an actual person he tried to cancel, 0 refund. This is from Gabe Veres, posted on Trustpilot on November 13th, 2025, 1 star. I was dealing with Jason Jama. He wasn't fully telling about the monthly cost and how they're charging extra. Jason was pushing me more to get the most expensive product, though he knows I'm not even going to use it. No refund after that, not even had the chance to set up the account, and they just don't care. The sales rep pushed the most expensive plan knowing this contractor wouldn't even use it, and still no refund. This is from Josh M, posted on the Better Business Bureau on November 14th, 2025, 1 star. I stopped using Jobber after I found them to be super greedy. I used Jobber myself for only a couple of months and accidentally added a new user. The user didn't even access the application, and I got charged over double what I was normally paying. I tried to call their support time and time again. I was let down with the same answer. No refunds. I quit using Jobber. The onboarding was great, but they wouldn't listen to my one complaint about getting a refund. Accidentally added a user who never even logged in. His bill doubles, they still can't get a refund. And this is from an anonymous user on Trustpilot, updated September 12th, 2025. The product book now button did not work for me, and as I signed up for a year thinking that it was going to increase my bookings, I'm not able to get a refund. So be careful not to sign up for a year. They won't refund you. Don't trust them from the beginning. So he signs up for a year based on the feature that didn't work, the annual payment, and still gets no refund. So if we were to take a look at the analysis of their billing and refund practices, what's the pattern here? Across these 13 reviews, at least 13 contractors reported me denied refunds ranging from $424 to $98,000. Multiple contractors were charged after confirming account cancellations. Several describe what can only be called cancellation dark patterns, broken password resets, two-factor authentication barriers that create catch-22 situations, and email-only support teams that respond once every 1 to 3 business days. Jobber's own AI chatbot gave a contractor wrong information about features, and when he found out, they still wouldn't refund 2 days of service. One contractor only got his refund after posting a publicly negative review. Think about what that tells you about their internal process. The question contractors are asking is, what CRM doesn't do this? The answer is any CRM with transparent billing practices and no contract, cancel anytime policies. For context, QuoteIQ, which is an all-in-one field service management CRM offering month-to-month billing on every single plan. No annual commitments required, no cancellation traps. You can cancel directly from your account settings. Their Essentials plan even starts at $29.99 per month. If your CRM is making it harder to leave than to stay, that's not confidence in their product. That's a retention strategy built on friction. This next category is going to cover what long-term Jobber users are actually paying, and it's significantly more than what the pricing page actually advertises. This is from Patrick Nielsen, posted on Trustpilot on January 22nd, 2026. 1 star. The only good part of Jobber compared to other similar softwares is that it has a great scheduling and dispatching UI. Otherwise, it is the most overpriced piece of garbage ever. There are 4 things I want a CRM to do. 1, keep my client data organized and easily sortable. Jobber is okay. 2, have smooth scheduling and dispatching, the only thing they excel at. 3, allow me to automatically follow up with quotes and completed jobs to increase close rates. Extremely minimal features, especially for that price. Usually have to integrate third-party softwares that have their own subscription. Number 4, allow me to categorize quotes and invoices so reports can be as accurate and insightful as possible. Their weakest point. Keep in mind that almost every other CRM out there does all of this better than Jobber, and at either the same or a better price point. Jobber is simply a marketing success that keeps the success by people either not knowing anything else or are like me and got stuck because I did not have the time nor the resources required to switch. Switching softwares after 5 years and thousands of invoices is horribly inconvenient, but my only complaint about switching is that I didn't do it sooner. So a 5-year user calls it the most overpriced piece of garbage ever, and this is the line that matters. He says Jobber is simply a marketing success, not a product success. People stay because they don't know the alternatives or because switching is way too inconvenient. He says his only regret is not switching sooner. This is from Ian W. He posted this on both Trustpilot and Capterra. The Trustpilot review is from September 24th. 2 stars. This company has gone completely downhill for some time. I've been using them for about 8 years. Pricing was good, but they were adding features that made sense. Now to run a small business with 10 users, it's about $10,000 a year. For a scheduling app, it's excessive. They use COVID as an excuse to raise prices and have continued to raise the prices. Lots of other great alternatives to use. He also wrote on Capterra, great for a few years if you plan to grow your company, expect this software to hold you back. Great if you're 1 to 5 people, but anything more, I'd look elsewhere. 8 years with Jobber, $10,000 a year for 10 users, and he says they used COVID as a reason to start raising prices, and they never stopped. This is from an anonymous business owner in the New Zealand and Australia market, posted on Trustpilot in 2025. 1 star. Payment processing is another area where this software falls short. For a service that charges $343 a month, you'd expect a seamless and efficient system, but instead, it is filled with glitches and errors. Many other companies offer better functionality at a much lower cost. For example, Launch 27 provides a far superior experience for about $1,500 per year, significantly less than this software. Overall, the combination of technical issues, lack of proper synchronization, address inconsistencies, and overpriced subscription makes this software one of the worst I have ever encountered. $343 per month, called one of the worst softwares they've ever used. This is from another anonymous Australian business owner posted on Trustpilot in 2025, 1 star. Extremely disappointing experience. I run a small business and $300 AUD is not pocket change. I signed up to Jobber expecting a simple, streamlined CRM with a reliable Google Calendar and Xero integrations. Instead, I found the platform overly complex and key integrations did not function as expected for my operations. I canceled within a short period of limited use, well under a month, and requested a refund. The answer was a flat no. Jobber is the first software company that I've encountered that hides strictly behind policy rather than exercising reasonable discretion. For a company that markets itself for supporting small businesses, there was zero flexibility, zero empathy in action, and zero accountability for a product that didn't perform as advertised. Just to summarize, zero flexibility, zero empathy, zero accountability, canceled within a month, still no refund. This is from Heather K. She's an executive director posting on Capterra in 2025. We have used them for about 2.5 years now and are looking forward to switching as soon as our year is up. Also, stick to month because you're not getting out of that annual commitment come hell or high water. When we have asked about small changes needed to better fit our operations, the only answers we've ever gotten was that something wasn't possible or we needed to increase the amount we pay for a negligible service improvement. It's fine for doing exactly what the designers of the software want it to do. It's simple to use. There is zero flexibility though without upsell after upsell. So 2.5 years, counting down the days until their annual contract expires. Every time they ask for a small change, the answer is either no or pay us more money. This is from Nicholas V, CEO in the construction industry, posted on Capterra September 23rd, 2025. Only con I have with Jobber is the payout fees, only due to us paying $200 a month to use the software, then getting hit with a 3.5% fee to instant payouts hurts, sometimes especially on install jobs. $200 a month for the subscription, then a 3.5% instant payout fee on top of that. On a $10,000 job, that's $350 in just payout fees, on top of the monthly subscription you're already paying. And this is from an anonymous user on G2 posted in 2025. I can find the cost of pricing structure of Jobber to be a downside. Particularly as the business grows, Jobber doesn't offer a permanent free tier, and the paid plan starts at a relatively high price point. Additionally, the pricing increases as you add more users and unlock essential features like automations. So what does Jobber actually cost when you start adding everything up? The advertised price is $39 a month for the core plan, but here's how the pricing structure actually works. Jobber uses a hybrid individual versus teams pricing model. The individual plans are for one user. The moment you add a second person, you jump to the teams tier, and the cheapest teams plan is Connect at $119 per month. The Grow plan is $190 a month, and the Plus plan is $599 per month. On top of that, every additional user costs $29 per month per user. But that's just the subscription. To match the features that come included in an all-in-one CRM, you'd also need CompanyCam for photos at least $19 per month per user, a GPS tracking tool like FleetSharp at $29 per vehicle per month, ResponsiBid for custom self-quoting at $99 per month, and Jobber's own marketing suite add-on at $79 per month. For a team of 10 users who need full functionality, the true cost of Jobber ranges from $999 to over $1,600 per month. That's not my opinion. Those numbers come directly from Jobber's pricing page and the pricing pages of each required integration. For comparison, QuoteIQ's Elite plan at $249.99 per month include all of those features natively: satellite property measurement through MapMeasure Pro, a dedicated business phone number with two-way calling and texting through Client Hub, employee GPS tracking, route optimization, inventory management, customer self-quoting through InstaQuote, and AI tools that Jobber doesn't offer at any price, including the AI Autopilot, which lets you control the entire CRM through the natural language voice or text commands across 35 integrated tools. Their max plan at $399 per month includes unlimited users, no fee per user that you want to add, no add-on costs. That is a 75% cost difference when you compare feature for feature. This category is about something that you can never undo: losing your client data. This is from Ray Brown, posted on Trustpilot on June 12, 2025. 2 stars. The title: Client Info Deleted and Lost. Recently started a trial with Jobber. The system seemed fairly straightforward to use. Please note, it does not automatically sync up with Xero. Client list, existing quotes, and jobs are not auto-imported. You would have to manually export your client list from Xero to Jobber. The fields used in Xero are different from the ones in Jobber. I exported our list from Xero and tried to import to Jobber. It didn't upload quite right as the fields did not match up correctly. I went back into Xero and saw that Jobber had automatically started removing and amending existing client info as the imported list wasn't correct. Addresses were deleted, the emails were put in the wrong place. I have no way of reverting this or retrieving the information back. I referred this to Jobber, who advised it was something to take up with Xero. I then referred this to Xero, who said this was something I had to take up with Jobber. Both parties know there are issues but don't wish to deal with the aftermath. I've been told the only way of getting our client list back to normal is individually updating each client, which is ridiculous. Having thousands of clients, if you want to delete your client list in Jobber, you have to do this manually and it will only delete about 50 at a time. If you're not tech savvy, avoid using this system. This has created an absolute nightmare for us with little solution. Again, to get this straight, thousands of clients, addresses deleted, emails in the wrong fields, irreversible, and both Jobber and Xero blame each other. This is from Jazz Brown, posted on Xero App Store on June 11, 2025. 2 stars. This appears to be related to the same incident. We recently started a trial with Jobber. The system seems fairly straightforward to use, and we're hoping to take some time to get to know it. Please note, it does not automatically import client list or existing and completed quotes or jobs, so you are going to have to start fresh with Jobber and store existing data in Xero, or try to upload it to Jobber if that's possible. When I imported client list from Xero to Jobber, it did not import quite right, which I was going to try and do it again. I have now seen that Jobber has automatically deleted info in Xero and amended our client contact details incorrectly. This is extremely frustrating, as there is no way to revert this or get to the stored information and addresses and contact details back. This is from Matt Caldwell, posted on the Xero App Store on March 26, 2025. 1 star. Take the time to trial this appropriately. The sales pitch versus reality were 2 different matters. No two-way sync with Xero, and a number of workarounds were adding significant administrative time. The customer portal doesn't show job titles, and having a number of workarounds meant customers become confused and frustrated. Terrible corporate model for dealing with issues. Sales pitch said that it does XYZ, yet system didn't do it, and the workaround was poor. You'll spend more time explaining your issues only to be passed on to the next person without any resolution. I would not recommend this for anyone in the Australian market. Again, horrible to hear. The sales pitch versus reality were 2 different matters. No two-way sync with Xero, and the sales team said that it could do things that it literally could not do. This is from a verified user on G2, posted in 2025. Jobber is an over-engineered platform that still lacks basic functionality a service business actually needs. For example, confirmation emails cannot include a clear list of services being provided for a specific visit, something that should be standard in any field service software. Several integrations also fall short in critical ways. The Thumbtack integration does not pass job costs through, making accurate job costing and reporting difficult, defeating the purpose of the integration. Expense tracking is another issue. Instead of being a core function, it's locked behind a higher tier that is both expensive and unnecessarily complex. Customer support has been consistently unhelpful and came across as patronizing rather than solution-oriented. The sales process was equally disappointing, with features represented in a way that did not align with the actual product. Overall, Jobber prioritizes polish over practicality. This is from John H., owner in the chemicals industry, posted on Capterra in 2025. The chemical tracking is such a cumbersome, poorly designed abomination. I'll jump ship in a heartbeat the minute I can find a comparable CRM solution. All they seem to be focused on is improving in their offerings in their app marketplace, finding redundant integrations that no one is asking for or needs. Jobber is very expensive, which adds to the frustration of being ignored. The mobile app can't be used properly offline. It won't even launch if there's no data. Jobber doesn't push client changes to QuickBooks either. The one-way QuickBooks sync only, no offline functionality, and chemical tracking, which is a legal requirement in this industry, is described as an abomination. And this is from an anonymous user on Git app, posted in 2025. I love the calendar in Jobber. I do not love that it does not sync well with Google Calendar. It only syncs every 24 hours. I need instant syncing. This is my largest complaint, as I have to manage 2 separate calendars. Google Calendar syncs once every 24 hours, and you're managing 2 separate calendars all day long. Data loss is the one thing you can never undo. 2 separate reviewers, Ray Brown and Jazz Brown, described the same incident where Jobber's Xero integration automatically deleted client addresses and contact details from the Xero account when an import didn't map correctly. Thousands of clients affected, no way to recover the data, and both Jobber and Xero pointed fingers at each other, so no one can find a solution. This is what happens when a CRM relies on third-party integrations instead of building features natively. Every integration is a potential point of failure, a separate subscription, and a finger-pointing opportunity when something breaks. QuoteIQ takes a different approach. Instead of relying on a marketplace of third-party integrations, the core features contractors need are built directly into the platform. Job photo documentation is native through QuoteIQ Cam. Property measurement is built in through Map Measure Pro. GPS employee tracking is built into Employee Hub. Customer self-quoting is handled by InstaQuote. The QuickBooks integration syncs both ways with the convenience fee support, sync locking to prevent duplicate entries, and improved rate limiting. When the feature is built into the CRM itself, there's no integration to break and no second company to blame. This category is going to cover what happens when you actually need something from Jobber. This is from Louis Maldonado, posted on Trustpilot on January 12, 2026, 1 star. This company is the worst. Red flag. No phone calls. Just whenever they want to sell you, though. When there is a problem, good luck. Horrible customer service. This is from J.R. Waters, posted on Trustpilot on May 22nd. 2 stars, title, Beware Buggy with Poor Customer Service. In the last few months, they have gone from a solid 4-star rating to 2 stars at best. We've been unable to reliably pull up invoices and payments for several weeks since they started rolling out crazy updates. Data will not load on desktop PCs. Additionally, many small changes have resulted in an overall worse user experience that seems optimized for smartphones, not desktop PCs. The new client page is awful and requires lots of scrolling up and down to enter and view client info. I cannot in good faith recommend Jobber to anyone, which is unfortunate because for the last 7 years, we were mostly happy with this program. 7 years with Jobber, and now he can't even fathom recommending it to anybody. This is from Brian D., owner in the construction industry, posted on Capterra in 2026. Love-hate relationship. Customer service has nosedived, very glitchy. Some things can be very frustrating and they're not making any sense. Duplicate invoices, very confusing. Recurring services set up. Invoicing from a job can sometimes create duplicates. I find myself refunding every single day. The credit card fees just keep adding up. So refunding duplicate invoices every single day, those credit card processing fees for the refunds continue to stack up. This is from a user named Still Here, posted on Trustpilot August 13, 2025, 1 star. Been working with this platform for a little over a year. The frustration with having to call, the pre-stress is awful. They almost never can answer simple questions. I'm on a call right now and I'm on hold for an hour. And you just hate to hear it. The pre-stress is awful. When calling your current CRM support line, it gives you anxiety before you can even pick up the phone. You already know something is wrong. This is from Josh, posted on Trustpilot on June 4th, 2025, 2 stars. Hard to get our customer success tech to email back. I tried to call in and met with a message that all agents are gone for the day. It's 10 a.m. Likely going to lose jobs because of some of the issues, somewhat misled on the capabilities, not impressed, honestly. He called at 10 in the morning, 10 a.m., and got a recording saying that all agents are done for the day. Meanwhile, he's potentially losing jobs because of the issues that he can't get anyone on the phone and can't get resolved. This is from William Mace, posted on Trustpilot on June 16th, 2025. My experience with this service has been extremely disappointing due to a lack of upfront transparency and inadequate customer support. I was not informed in advance that my website would be hosted on a subdomain, for example, yoursite.jobbersites.com, rather than on a unique domain. This sets up and appears unprofessional and limits branding flexibility. When I attempted to point the site to my own domain, I received only a basic instruction sheet with no hands-on assistance. If any technical issues arise, resolutions will take weeks. Multiple reviewers independently describe the same pattern. Phone support is available when Jobber is selling to you, but disappears once you're a paying customer. Josh called in at 10 a.m. in the morning and we're told all agents were gone for the day. Louis Maldonado wrote no phone calls, only want to call you when they want to sell. And J.R. Waters is a 7-year Jobber customer who says the platform went from a solid 4-star experience to 2 stars at best. Invoices and payments were inaccessible for weeks after updates rolled out. Brian D. even describes refunding duplicate invoices every single day. This matters because when you're running a home service business, your CRM going down or your support team being unreachable means you could be losing jobs right now. That real revenue walking out the door while you sit on hold or wait for a callback, it might not even come. FortIQ offers support through multiple channels, including their help center, in-app support, and an AI chatbot trained on their entire knowledge base. As a platform built by Contractors, co-founders Mike and Justin both come from the home service industry. The support team understands the urgency of field service operators, and when your technician is standing by a driveway and needs an answer, the response time matters. This is what contractors are dealing with on a daily basis when they're in the field actually trying to use Jobber. This is from Connor, posted on the Google Play Store on January 12th, 2026. 2 people marked this review as helpful. Lots of bugs that restrict you from accessing certain features, as well as slowing down so much that the app crashes immediately after. After numerous updates, these issues are consistently a problem. I can't go to another program now because it would be a nightmare to transfer all of my customer information to a new and better service. He knows there are better services. He can't switch because migrating his customer data would be a nightmare. That's called vendor lock-in. And this is from Brendan Benjamin, posted on the Google Play Store and App Store on November 16, 2025. 16 other people marked this review as helpful. The app is is glitching like crazy. When you click on a customer for your schedule today, it won't go away from that customer. Then it leaves a little red notification marker by their thing. The only way to get the app to work is to close the app out completely and reopen it, driving me insane. I don't like this app already, and this is only making it worse. Yes, just did the update as well, still no help. 16 other people confirmed that they're experiencing the same exact thing. Updates still don't fix it. This is from Timothy Crease, posted on the Google Play Store on December 19th, 2025. 4 people marked this as helpful. This is a great app for my business with one major exception. This app is not optimized for Android. On iOS, it runs seamlessly. However, on Android, the app crashes constantly, and almost every time I use an app outside of Jobber and go back to it, it'll have to restart the app. The map where jobs are will still not display the times unless I click a button, and I have to do that every single time. Also, it'll leave the mark on the map that I clicked on a job even after I click on the next one. So just to understand, the Android experience and the iOS experience are 2 completely different products. On iOS it works, on Android it crashes constantly. This is from Leonore, posted on Trustpilot on December 9th, 2025. 1 star. I really wanted Jobber to work for my business, but over 60% of my estimates aren't even viewed by clients. The emails are sent from a generic Jobber domain, jobbermail.com, which most clients completely ignore. Think about what that means for your close rate. If 60% of your estimates are never even opened, you're leaving more than half of your potential revenue on the table. This is from an anonymous user on Software Reviews, posted in 2025. The routing feature is completely useless and has caused a lot of trouble. In all the years we've been using Jobber, the platform has remained unchanged and lacks the user-friendliness of competing routing systems. This is from a verified user in environmental services with 11 to 50 employees, posted on Capterra on October 1st, 2025. The way the map functions is very confusing and makes scheduling a real challenge. It shows my stops, and on the map, it looks like we play connect the dots. The map does not show the exact route, street by street. When adding my stops, Jobber's GPS software does not show me direct routes through bridges, one-ways, or alternative routes. So while he's using Jobber, he has to connect the dots. No street by street direction, no awareness of bridges or one-way streets. For a field service CRM, route optimization should be a core feature, and this reviewer says it's basically useless. This is from Clayton, posted on Capterra in 2025. Why can we not use bold, italic, underline, highlighting format options? I've been asking for this for years. I hate it when Jobber is down. No text formatting, and he's been asking for years and still no change, no even care to him being a paying customer. This is from an anonymous user on G2, posting in 2025. I am frustrated that Jobber's marketing campaigns feature is lacking and that it does not allow me linking the texting feature to our actual phone number. Additionally, customers often complain that emails get blocked by spam blockers frequently. So you can't use your own phone number for texting and emails, and they all keep getting flagged by spam filters. This is from an anonymous user on Software Advice, posted in 2025. I'm frustrated that Jobber allows double booking without alerting me, and that there's no simple way to mark individual blackout dates or times for my workers. It sounds to me like double booking with no alert, no blackout dates for individual workers, and still no help to the matter. And this is from a verified user in Consumer Services, posted on Capterra January 5th, 2026. As a web developer, their leads capture form does not offer an embed option, but the form itself is massive and linked and still will break any design of a web page that you have to put it on. So 2 things stand out from these reviews. First, the Android app experience is significantly worse than iOS. Multiple reviewers describe consistent crashes, UI elements getting stuck, and having to force close the app just to get it working again. Brendan Benjamin's review had 16 helpfulness reviews, meaning other users are confirming the exact same experience. Second, and this one directly costs contractors money, Leonore reports that over 60% of estimates sent through Jobber are never even viewed by clients. The reason is that Jobber sends estimates from a generic jobber.mail.com email. Clients don't recognize it. The emails go straight to spam or get ignored. If 60% of your estimates are not even open, you're losing potentially more than half of your revenue before you even get a chance to close them. And route optimization, which should be a core feature for any field service CRM, is described as completely useless. No street-by-street directions, no awareness of bridges or one-way streets. Also, basic formatting like bold, italic, and underline. Contractors have been requesting it for years and still have nothing. That all being said, QuoteIQ was built by mobile-first contractors who use the app in the field every day. The app is built on Flutter, which means the same code base runs on both iOS and Android, so you don't get the quality gap between platforms that Jobber users describe. Estimates and invoices are sent from the business itself, not a generic CRM domain. Route optimization includes route density zones that show exactly where jobs are clustered geographically, and route optimization that sequences your stops effectively to minimize drive time and save you fuel. This final category puts the institutional picture together. This is from an anonymous user on G2 posted in 2025. Our biggest gripe is the speed. Infrequently, the app and the desktop have been slowed down issues that require a reboot of the system using the app. It can make using the app especially frustrating, as one can be in the middle of writing a note or creating a quote for a customer. So imagine you're writing a quote for a customer standing in front of you, and the app slows down so badly that you have to reboot it and you look unprofessional. This one is from Rachel Smith, owner of R&R Cleaning Company, posted on Trust Radius on April 30th, 2025. The cost of Jobber is not suitable for a startup. Even our company size is hard-pressed to squeeze in other areas of business to afford the cost. Reports are frustratingly bulky and inconsistently formatted. Let me put the reliability picture together with some hard data. According to StatusGator, which independently monitors software uptime, Jobber logged 19 incidents in the last 90 days before February 2026. That includes 2 major outages and 17 minor incidents. The median incident duration was 56 minutes. There was a particular severe episode on December 15th and 16th of 2025, back-to-back incidents lasting 3 hours and 38 minutes, followed by 22 hours and 50 minutes. A February 2026 incident affected email sending, client deletion, job deletion, and other core. 19 incidents in 90 days means roughly 1 incident every 5 days. For a field service business that depends on real-time scheduling and dispatching, that's not acceptable. And then there's the Better Business Bureau profile. Jobber holds an F rating with the Better Business Bureau. That is the lowest possible rating. They're not BBB accredited. 7 formal complaints have been filed, and Jobber fails to respond to 2 of them. Every single customer review on their BBB profile is 1 star. Every single one. For contractors evaluating field service CRM options in 2025 and 2026, these are the institutional signals that matter. When a company's BBB rating is an F, when their own paying customers describe a pattern of refund refusals and billing disputes, and when the platform is experiencing incidents every 1 to 5 days, those are systematic issues, not isolated complaints. So let me bring this all together for you. Across 51 reviews from 10 different platforms, the same 12 categories of complaints come up over and over and over again. Not from one angry customer, from dozens of independent contractors and business owners who don't even know each other, posting on different websites months apart. And the most frequently cited Jobber complaints in 2025 and 2026 are refund refusals, billing disputes, pricing that escalates dramatically as teams grow, cancellation processes designed to keep you from leaving, data loss through integration failures, customer support that's only available when they're selling to you, Android app instability, useless route optimization, email deliverability problems from generic domains, misleading sales processes, limited customization and reporting, a scalability ceiling that hits around 5 to 10 users, and frequent platform downtime. If you're currently on Jobber and you're experiencing any of these issues, or you're evaluating Jobber and you're doing your research, which is exactly what you should be doing, there are alternatives that solve these specific problems. FortIQ is an all-in-one field service management CRM built by contractors for contractors. Flat rate pricing with no per user fees on elite or max plans, no contracts, no hidden add-ons, features like satellite property management with MapMeasure Pro, a dedicated business number through Client Hub, GPS employee tracking, route optimization, inventory management, customer self-quoting with InstaQuote, and AI-powered tools including AI Autopilot, which can control the entire CRM with natural language voice or text commands across 35 tools, which are all included natively, not locked behind third-party integrations. The Essentials plan starts at $29.99 per month, the Elite plan is $249 per month, and the Max plan is $399 per month with unlimited users. I'll put the link to schedule a free demo in the description down below. That link is bit.ly/QIQ-demo. Every review I read in this video is publicly available on all the platforms I cited. I didn't write any of these reviews. Contractors did. If this video has helped you make a more informed decision, drop a comment down below and let me know what CRM you're using and what you're thinking about switching to.